Welcome to Chasing Time. I'm Tim Lewis, and today I'm chasing time with Julie and Paul Roberts at the Coastal Maine Popcorn Company in Boothbay Harbor, Maine. Welcome to my show, Julie and Paul.
Hello, thank you so much for having us.
It's great to have you on here.
It's great to be here.
So I thought we'd dive into some questions.
Okay,
Perfect.
let's go.
You ready?
What was the drive and motivation to start Coastal Maine Popcorn Company?
My wife.
Well, you're honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 53, so back the summers that I was 14, 15, and 16, there was a popcorn company here in town called Beans Corner Corn Company, and that was my first job, and that's where my love of flavored popcorn came from.
And who owned that at the time?
Mona Linder. And she was originally from the South. She and her husband moved up here and lived at Beans Corner in Jay, Maine, and where they produced everything and then had a seasonal store here in the harbor.
And how many years was that they had that?
That store was probably there maybe 10 years.
They had that. Yeah, they had it about 10 years.
Yeah, maybe
I think.
10 years.
And then after that, did you take over?
No, she then sold to somebody else in town who had it for a number of more years, and they went out of business. And then in 2008, I brought this idea of popcorn up to Paul, and we reconnected with Mona, and she sort of headed us on a path of how to get started.
Now, I knew Patty Jo. Was she involved in that at some point?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember her in the store.
Yeah.
Now can you describe the early years of your business and various retail locations around town and details about your current location?
Sure. Well, going back to, we started in 2008, and we opened up at the top of the harbor, just coming into town across from the post office.
Oh, yes.
We were there for a few years, kind of jumped in the deep end, really. There's no college for learning how to create popcorn, so we skinned our knees a little bit and came up with a really good product, popcorn that people loved when they came in. And so we started thinking, how do we grow, and looked for other locations. We ended up opening a location for quite a few years on Exchange Street in the Old Port down in Portland. And that was a lot of fun. That was great. And then we also opened a store in Freeport. That was what we thought we wanted to do. And as things changed in the business world, and as retail got more and more challenging, we understood, hey, we've got a really good product here. Let's focus on making the product, and let's let other people around the country sell it. So that's sort of, other than having our beautiful store here in Boothbay Harbor, that kind of became our new business direction.
Yeah.
And when did we come? I think we came down here in our current location in 2012.
12, I think.
I think 2012.
And you're also online,
We are.
right?
Yep.
Is that a good way to promote the business?
Yeah, it's been great.
Very.
With our website, we're able to sell popcorn all over the country.
What's the furthest away you've sent popcorn?
Australia.
Really?
Just about to
Oh my God. Wow. So you're international.
We have, it's not easy to ship internationally, and more people internationally, especially for some reason Australia, want to buy our popcorn, and it's so expensive to ship. We just haven't found a way to be able to do it easily and economically.
It takes a special person to want to call us and want to have popcorn shipped all the way around the world.
I should say. What's the time frame on getting something to Australia?
Oh my gosh, it could be like several weeks.
Yeah, it can be several weeks.
Wow.
So,
That's pretty unique.
yes.
What have been some unusual orders of popcorn? Any stand out?
We did for President Bush.
I was just about to say
Yeah,
that.
Really?
Go ahead and talk about President Bush.
They had we went down to Kennebunkport. They were doing a film release. They had done a documentary, HBO had done a documentary film on President Bush, and had President Bush was there, as well as all kinds of heads of state, from Canada, from other countries.
Right.
And we had an entire popcorn bar set up, and had to go through Secret Service checks to make sure we could be down there and do that. But it was a lot of fun. It was really neat. Right out on their property. There's a church next to their property. And
That was at Walker Point, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were just babies, and I don't even think we really knew what we were doing.
we had no idea. We thought, oh, this is just this. It was incredible. Really
I should
incredible.
say. Well, that's a good feather in the cap.
It
I would
was.
say.
It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Good memories.
Wow. Now can you describe the process of making popcorn and the process of adding the different flavors?
Yeah.
Sure. In general, we start with Amish country popcorn kernels, which we've found we've used those as far back as I can remember. They're maybe the first year we didn't, but we've used them for an awfully long time.
What makes them unique?
Just the quality and consistency of their corn. They've got a lot of different kinds of corn that you can choose, and whether you're popping it at home or for what we use. So we air pop all of our corn instead of popping it in oil. It lets it last a little bit longer. It's crunchier, certainly healthier.
Yeah, that would be.
And then once we've air popped it, we go into the flavorings, whether it's coating it with chocolate or doing, salt and vinegar or buffalo wing flavoring. And so there's a lot of mixing that goes in with that, but it's all done in real small batches, and still done the same way we started doing it back in 2008. We just do a lot more of it now.
Is it pop one bag at a time?
It is not. We have a huge hot air popper that pops about 80 pounds of kernels in an hour.
Wow.
So we have our kernels delivered on a pallet, 2,500 pounds, 2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds.
Oh my
2,000
God.
pounds at a time. And in the height of the season, we go through one of those pallets probably every
7 to 10 days, roughly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, that's your facility up on the River Road,
At
is
the
that right?
River Road,
Yes.
yes.
And that's where you pop the corn.
We used to make everything in this building on Townsend Avenue, but we run out of space. So several years ago, we found that space, and it's been great for us so far.
Well, these flavors are excellent. I like that key lime cheesecake.
It's a good one. That was an award winner for us a couple of years ago at a trade show that we go to every year, and we were given an honorable mention for new product for key lime cheesecake.
Was that the Big E?
It was not. It was the New England Made Show. But we did do the Big E.
And that was fun as well. That was
The
quite
Big E
quite an
is in
experience.
Massachusetts.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was an experience. We had a great opportunity to be at the Big E, hosted by Made in Maine, and we were able to do a 4-day stint down
Yeah.
there, which was great, and it was a lot of fun.
There's so many people. We've never served our popcorn and sampled our popcorn to so many people in such a short period of time.
But
I
that
mean,
draws big crowds.
It draws over 100,000 people a day.
A day.
A day.
Yeah, come
and so
through.
they are just, it's nonstop. You're exhausted at the end of the day, but it's a great exhaustion.
I should say. So that's a good way to showcase your business, isn't
Yeah, it
it?
was great.
Wow. So what's the best-selling popcorn from this store in the summertime?
Right now, it's Paul's favorite.
Maine blueberry pancake.
Maine blueberry pancake.
So it's a mixture of our old-fashioned butter, our blueberry, and our Maine maple together. So it's perfect. It's salty and sweet.
Different amount of each one. It's not just an even mix. So it is. I just had a cup actually a little earlier this morning.
and that's a bestseller.
It is. Yep. In 2026, it became our #1 seller.
Yeah.
Wow. What would be some other good sellers?
Chocolate caramel and sea salt, salt and vinegar, Maine maple. Those four.
I
are
like the
always-
Maine maple, too.
Yeah, those are always tied for the top sellers.
White cheddar.
White cheddar is incredible.
Dill pickle is big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grilled cheeseburger.
Yeah, our grilled cheeseburger we launched just about a year ago. It's a mixture of cheddar cheese, dill pickle, ketchup, and some grill seasoning. And it has been, I would say, our most fun flavor.
It's the most fun flavor to
Yeah,
try.
we sample it almost every day here in the summer, and folks come in and they fight over, does it taste like Burger King or McDonald's? People who love it the most, almost, I think, are vegetarians because they get to taste
Have a
something that
cheeseburger.
tastes like a cheeseburger.
It really does.
So it's been my favorite flavor to sample and share with people.
So all these flavors are flavors that you've mixed together, right?
Yes.
You've mixed them up.
You come up with things, and over the years, as you try things, you think, and sometimes you stumble upon things. So, or you take one flavor and mix it with another, and it becomes something completely different and new.
If you take our Maine maple and our rosemary and mix them together, and this was just by chance, it tastes like breakfast sausage.
It tastes just like a breakfast sausage.
Is that time consuming, putting those flavors together?
That's our job.
Yeah.
Sort of, like Willy Wonka, it was time consuming making candy and lollipops, but
Absolutely.
it's a great way to consume your time.
Wow. And you got a great location here. My God, you're right in the middle of town.
Yeah.
And,
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's been great.
It's a perfect. I remember this store as the First National,
Yes.
a grocery store.
Yeah.
And now I need to reflect back on your great-grandmother.
Yeah.
What can you tell me?
I believe it was my great-grandmother. It could have possibly been my great-great-grandmother, but my great-grandmother had like a 5 and dime here. And so this is a photo of
Oh, wow.
this location. This building had burned down, so this is a different building
Structure.
currently, structure that's here.
Yep.
But so we believe this is my grandmother, Elizabeth Tilton,
Wow.
who was born in 1918. And then one of these, her brother Max. So
Oh,
Max
boy.
and Elizabeth Forbes. So yeah, that's my Nana.
And that's your grandmother right in
Yep, in the
yeah.
baby carriage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a unique
Complete
photo.
coincidence
great?
that we
And what
ended
year
up.
was that, Julie?
1918.
Wow. I love it.
My mom and possibly my aunt, one of them found this photo at the Historical Society and had it blown up for us, and
Oh, I love
we
that.
keep it here in
It's
the
really
office.
special.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, isn't that great?
It's neat.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
great one.
I love having my Nana right there.
I
so,
love it.
Yeah.
Now, what store did she have here? Where
It
was that?
It was a 5 and dime here. Yeah. Yep.
And how
So-
many years did she operate that?
That I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
Now I'm going to reflect on your grandfather.
Yeah.
Delmont Tilton. My father was a good friend of his.
Okay.
And when they built their home, I believe the house was built in 1947. He got insurance through the Bishop Agency.
Yep.
And we've carried that tradition up until now. I'm still with him.
That's
That's
so
great.
great.
So, but I remember your grandfather dressed in a suit and tie, and
Always.
and it always looked really nice. And,
I always remember him coming home for lunch when I would visit up there on West Street or on Fullerton Street, and my Nana would make him his strawberry milkshake every day for lunch.
Was she really? Wow, wow. So, in selling popcorn, what do you think your age market is? Is it all the whole gamut, or
Everything.
It really is.
Our demographic is really huge because it's anywhere from small children to, elderly folks. It goes and everywhere in between.
And there really is. I mean, we've got flavors for every.
Oh, God, yeah.
We've got simple flavors like olive oil and sea salt, and rosemary and olive oil, and then crazy flavors like buffalo wing or jalapeno popper.
Now, you're in some various retail outlets here in Maine.
Yeah.
Can you tell us?
Yeah, so Rennie's, we're in all the Rennie's
Ah.
locations. I believe there's 19 of them now.
Yep.
We're in all of those. Zeb's General Store, which is in North Conway, but
One of our first accounts.
yeah, exactly.
That's right on the main street, isn't it?
Yes.
I know where that is.
But we're in some incredible.
Hannaford's also. We're
We're in a few
I've
handful
seen,
of
yeah.
Hannaford and-
But our bread and butter is our small, Rennie's. We consider them, they're
good.
a family-owned company. and
Absolutely,
we care
yeah.
very much about them. But we're so grateful for all the small mom and pop places that we're in.
That's what I like.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good way to
Support
showcase
each other.
you. Yeah.
Right.
You've been selling here since 2012, did you tell me?
We've been in this location since 2012 when we started in 2008 up on the
yeah.
hill.
And I think you were telling me this year you've added more products to
Yeah,
you.
we've always, everybody would come in the door and say, do you only sell popcorn? And look at us like we're crazy. And we would say yes and look back at them like they were crazy. What else are we supposed to sell? And then this year we decided, you know what, we had opened things up a little bit and we wanted to start to support other small companies.
Yep.
So we have a lot of Maine made, a lot of New England made, just some fun items. We've gotten into a little bit of giftware. Valentine's Day was big for us because folks were able to come in and fill their Valentine's orders. We have some Easter things, and just year round. For me, it's my favorite thing to be able to help support other
I like it.
other
Yeah.
small businesses.
I like your containers up there. Happy
Yeah,
Easter
yeah.
and
There are so many incredible small businesses in Maine and then in New England and obviously all over the country, and to be able to have a regular flow of customers coming in all summer and all season here, and be able to showcase some of those, and just being
I
able
love
to
that.
look out online and source those things and find them.
I like
is
it.
so much fun.
it's
We
really
have-
good.
We have lots of things like Bixby sardines. We have people from Texas, Kentucky. They'll go on our website and they don't even order popcorn. They just
They'll buy all
order
the other
chocolate
stuff.
sardines.
Oh, wow.
So
And I know what it's like to feel how good it feels for our popcorn to be on other people's shelves, and we want other people to be able to feel that same feeling that
Yeah.
we have their products in our
I think
store.
that's a good method to follow. Looking in back of you, Loon is Loon Chocolate. Where is that made?
They're in New Hampshire. They're a great company. We've become friends with them over the last couple of years with meeting at trade shows, and just another great company that we're so grateful to work with and help support.
So the chocolate is made in New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Ah, I like that.
Yeah.
Wow. And then I see the maple syrup you've got here and
Yeah,
jams.
that's all made in Maine. We have gift wrap over
Yeah.
there that's designed. The artist, she lives in Maine, and Maine Waters, Maine Love.
We sell gluten-free cookies. We sell donuts,
In the summer,
Maine-made donuts.
yeah, we
frozen
sell
donuts, like
whoopie pies.
Do you really?
Yeah, so
Are they made in Maine?
they are.
Yeah.
They're made Two Fat Cats in Portland, and then we're going to be doing a gluten-free orange cream pies and whoopie pies from Ocean House Bakery in
Cape
Cape
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Really?
Yeah.
They are fantastic. We were there
Wow.
a few weekends ago enjoying. So
And what's in the cans there that I see?
That's seltzer water and Maine water from a company called in Biddeford
I believe.
in Maine, called Maine Love.
Really? Oh, I like that. That's a great name.
Yeah.
And your jams, where are they from?
Those are from Maine.
From here in
Yep,
Maine.
Those
Yep.
are all from Maine.
Wow.
We've got Marin products, which are extremely popular.
I've heard of those.
Yeah.
And that's a really neat story with some students from University of Maine that developed that product. And
Really?
uses compounds from lobster that have an incredible effect on people with skin issues and eczema and things like that. So, but it's extremely they're hard to keep on the shelf. So
Yeah.
we're lucky to be one of their.
And that does work.
Oh
It
yeah.
does. It works great.
Yeah.
My God, I'll have to try some.
Oh
Lobster.
yeah. And the story
Blanco.
behind it is really interesting.
And they were students at University of Maine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great story.
It's a great story.
I bet that is.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that'd be something I'll have to try.
Yes.
Yes. And I like your window decorations out there. with
Yeah, our
the,
windows are
it's,
those are a labor of love. Those are big windows to fill, and the only reason we continue to be okay filling them is because people love them so much.
I like that. I like that big guy in the middle.
He's great. He was
Yeah.
donated to us by another shop owner that just didn't have room for him anymore, and they said, "Would you love him?" And we named him Corny.
I like that.
Cornelius.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now that sets me to another question. What's the story on the Little Colonel?
So the little Colonel would be Olivia. She's our 14-year-old, the sister.
Not so little anymore.
Exactly. The sister of our big Colonel, Jackie, who's 26. But Olivia we had just started our business, and Olivia was born, and she would literally sit in her car seat on the table or the counter at our first production spot, or
While
our
I
first,
was cooking.
yeah, our first while Paul was cooking, and I'd sit there and feed her carrots and her sweet potatoes, and so the girls both definitely grew up at Coastal Maine Popcorn.
Yeah.
Well, I like that Little Colonel. I
Yeah.
think that's very appropriate.
And she works here. She's worked here for
Has she?
3 or 4 years now,
Yeah,
summers.
they both started around 11 or 12 years old, and both worked through high school and have learned some really good work ethic.
So she was well known around town at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
Small town too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's great. So all the businesses here work good together
Absolutely.
around town.
Yeah, we're
and,
all very supportive
all
of
supportive
each other.
of each other and,
Absolutely.
Definitely.
We've collaborated with the Footbridge Brewery and used some of their beer to make popcorn, and we had a beer flavored. It was incredible, actually. So we collaborate with other businesses whenever we can.
Now, employees, how many do you have?
We have 10, including us right now.
10 right now, and then that generally in the summer will go up to about 14, 16.
Wow.
But
So-
10 of us year round.
10 year round?
Yeah. We've got 2 people full-time up at the shop, what we call the shop, the Popatorium, making all of this incredible popcorn, and then everybody else down here selling it, packaging it, and so.
So how do you deliver to the stores? Do you do that yourselves? Or?
We do. We deliver to Rennie's warehouse, and they distribute. But everything basically is done. We ship UPS. We have a couple of distributors that we work with, and they'll come and pick up and then distribute. But most of our business is shipped UPS all over the country.
UPS, all over.
All over the country.
And they pick it right up. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we have wholesale accounts all over Texas, California, Orlando, just
Yeah,
everywhere.
Is there any particular region of the country that you ship more too?
I mean,
or-
obviously we're biggest in
New
New
England,
England.
correct.
Yeah, but definitely, I can't think of a state that we're not shipping to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And are there any competitors here in Maine that sell
Yeah,
popcorn?
definitely.
Sure.
It's interesting. When we first started, which part of creating our business plan and learning how to make popcorn was so hard because we didn't really have the internet for a resource, and there weren't really any other, maybe one other popcorn company in the state.
not much to research.
Yeah, no, not much to research, but now it's been fun to watch other companies start to come and grow, and there's enough for everybody.
Oh, sure. Now, what do you see in the future down the road, 10, 15 years? What do you think?
My goodness, we always talk about we can't ever imagine retiring because we love to work so
Yeah,
much.
we like working a lot. So
Do you?
that's, yeah, and I wouldn't have said that 30 years ago, but I just thought the goal was to do really well so you could retire as soon as possible. But
I guess,
I love working.
Yeah, I guess we don't really think about that. We think about continuing to do what we do. We have a really great platform here with our store
You
to
do.
be able to help support our community, which I think
I like that.
is our biggest payback and reward.
I mean, what we see and what we would like to see is a lot more of what we're doing now, not changing it to suit a larger market or something.
I like that,
We
too.
like this. We like small accounts, small market. We would just certainly, as any business would, we would like to see a lot more of it, and that's what we'll work at growing. But we don't want to lose the quality and sort of the hands-on nature of it.
That's the secret to
because
successful
things
business.
change, and you
It
want to be
does.
able to. You want to change with it, and always push yourself to improve. So.
Right.
Paul, what did you do before this?
I worked before I moved to Maine. I lived in Southwest Florida, and I worked for a company called Kinko's, which we did photocopies and different things, business support services. And then I left them, and I ended up moving up to Maine to try to find a little bit of a happier life, maybe a better, and
Right.
And did a couple of things before Julie had the idea to bring popcorn back to the harbor, and
Wow.
and I thought, oh, that's great. We can, this is fantastic, and something we can sink our teeth into and
Absolutely.
really enjoy and have fun with. So,
Now, an important question.
yeah.
Were you born in Maine?
No, I was not. So I will
What
never,
do you think, Julie?
never be a
Well,
Mainer.
I love people from away, clearly.
Okay.
But Paul's parents were from Rangeley. His mom was from Rangeley, Phillips, and his dad was from Portland. So he's almost a Mainer.
that counts, but you need that birth certificate.
Exactly.
You do.
Now,
But-
Julie, you're a Boothbay girl.
Yeah, fourth or fifth generation. Yeah, born and raised just like you.
St. Andrews.
Hospital.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
Yeah.
True Maine, true and true.
True and true.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
With Boothbay is changing now. We're
is.
seeing a lot of people moving in from away, but it's an aging state now.
It is. Yeah.
How do we bring young people back?
I think, and it's Paul's on the board of trustees at the school. I'm
I see
on our
that.
our select board and our chamber board, and it's, I think, like anything, affordable housing
Yeah.
is a big problem, and we're working to keep our school going, and it's a real important topic for us, is to how do we keep our kids here, our families here. We have so much great support here with
Right.
the gardens, and you think
Yep.
Bigelow Labs and the shipyards and
Right.
things. There's so much for our kids to do and learn
There is.
from
There's-
a trade.
Yeah, there's
in this-
year-round employment too
Exactly.
around
And there
here.
are an awful lot of success stories with kids
Yeah.
over the last. I mean, our oldest is 26 now, so but her peer group, our nephews, there's an awful lot of kids who have stayed here and have found ways to thrive, and whether it's
It's
in
true.
aquaculture businesses and
yeah.
different kinds of things.
No.
So it's
it's
refreshing to see.
the
Yeah.
potential is there.
Absolutely.
And,
It is.
you mentioned Bigelow Lab and all the boatyards, shipyards.
Yeah.
They hire a lot of people, and
Yeah.
they have to commute because they can't afford
Right.
the rents
Correct.
or whatever
Right.
here. But
That's that's the challenge.
that's
is-
the
is
challenge.
the
It
housing.
is, and I guess that would apply all over the state too.
And all over the country now.
All over the country,
It does.
yeah. Now, Gardens Glow, that's a nice boost, isn't it, for
It's
business?
Great.
Very.
It's great for us. We've been so
Do you find it
appreciative.
very busy during that time?
Yeah, absolutely. And for us, it becomes part of residual income for us. People come and visit. We hand them our information. They can go home. They can order online. During the year, in our web orders, we send with them, our region guides from the chamber.
Right.
And then when the season comes in August or September, we put Gardens Aglow, Booth Bay Lights information in those web orders.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
ship those all over the country. And we've actually had people come to town from as far as Seattle that came to Gardens Aglow because they got the information in their popcorn
So
order.
they plan a trip.
That's a good way to promote your business and promote Booth Bay
The whole
Harbor.
harbor, yeah.
So,
I will honestly say that the street used to, everything shut down the afternoon of Labor Day weekend, and then we get another little push for Columbus weekend.
Yeah.
But now, truly, we have stayed busy through that season.
Really, through December.
When Gardens Aglow starts.
I remember with my business, people used to say, how late does Booth Bay stay open in the fall? And I would always say to them, well, after Labor Day, there's a closed sign up at Route 1, and we're closed for the season.
Correct.
But it did used to shut right down.
And that's not true anymore.
No, not at all.
And now, you know, the Gardens is working on potentially a new project with their conservatory that could open us up and help with January, February, and March.
Yeah.
So we're excited about
I've
that.
done a couple of interviews over there,
Yeah.
and that glass conservatory would be a year-round flow.
It would.
Absolutely.
So
They're
that would
the-
stimulate more business.
Yeah.
They're the second largest attraction in the state of Maine.
They are.
Other than Acadia.
Acadia's number one. Yeah.
Yep.
Who's Acadia?
Acadia, Sugarloaf, and then the Gardens.
Oh, I
Yep.
thought Gardner.
Number 3.
They're
Yeah,
going.
number
They're
3.
going for number 2.
They're going
Well,
for number 2.
they may reach it too.
They might.
That's a good saying.
Sorry, Sugarloaf.
That's right. We've got something to show down here in Booth Bay.
We sure do.
Julie, I was going to ask you, is there anything you would like to add to the interview?
I don't think so. We're so grateful for our community. We love being a part of our community. We love supporting it.
Yeah.
And I think that drives us so much. You know, our kids have been raised here. It's our home, and it's really important to us. You know, we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booth Bay's a nice town.
Yeah.
It is. When I travel alone, and when I'm on a plane, people will always say, "Where are you from?"
Yeah.
I say, "I live on the coast of Maine."
Yeah.
Their eyes light up, and they say, "Wow, would I love to live in Maine?"
Yep.
So we have a good ring here in
Oh,
the state.
absolutely. I came here. I moved here from Southwest Florida, so
You don't regret that.
not one bit. Not one bit.
like it.
And now our 26-year-old lives in South. She lives a couple of blocks from where I lived, literally.
In Florida.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Does she like it there?
she loves it. She's thriving.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally.
Well, she may come back to Maine sometime
Her plan
too, so.
someday is to, you know, when she's ready to be married
Yeah,
and start a
yeah.
family, is hopefully to come home.
Yeah, it's usually the trend when you get a little older, the state of Maine starts looking a little better.
It sure
so,
does. Yep.
Well, look, I think we'll close the show for now, but I want to thank you,
Thank you.
Julie and Paul, for coming on my show.
Thank
was
you.
great.
And for allowing us to film here in this beautiful shop you've got here.
It's been really
it's
fun to
great.
have
I
you
love
here.
the
So much fun to
colors.
share.
Oh, it is the popcorn and the aroma of the popcorn. I like that too.
That's the best part.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
You can come back anytime you
Yep,
want.
it's
You're
been a
welcome.
real pleasure. Believe me. I'm Tim Lewis, your host of Chasing Time, signing off from Coastal Maine Popcorn in downtown Booth Bay Harbor. And I always close with a positive quote, and I think this one fits the setting perfect. Life is like a bag of popcorn. You never know what delightful surprise will pop up next. Till we meet again, my friends, stay forever young.